Good evening. Oh my god. Why does it do that? That's actually crazy how many times it does that bug. I wonder if it's an autosave bug. Because I manual save it. Oh, yeah. Anyway, we're back. Mass Effect 3. Back here on the ship. Now, we're going to take our time tonight here on this Saturday night. Go explore the ship. Do codexes and everything. Looked at the war terminal last night. And then we'll probably, yeah, finish it with, stuff. And I put HDR back on. I want to see how it goes today.
I can't believe the council won't help. Come on, Sarah. If Thessia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, you can be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
Yes, Sarah. Anyway, think you're doing a good job.
The Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
This is so low. Feels like it's a little low. Alright, one sec. You watch me doing it, that has now screwed it up. Anyway. Alright, I'm back in my cabin now. We're gonna do the codexes here. Yes. Alright, we're gonna...
The Asari were the second species to... Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join...
That's...
50,000 years ago, the Protheans... In the early 2 centuries ago, the Hanar helped 375,000 members of the Drell race migrate to the Hanar homeworld Kage to escape the environmental extermination that had claimed the remaining 11 billion Drell. Nearly all Drell demonstrate tremendous loyalty to their famously reclusive saviors. The intimacy of their relationship, expressed in a formal socio-political alliance called the Compact, also results in extremely close personal relations, in which some Drell actually learn Hanar soul names. While most Drell reside on Kage, some assist Hanar off-world as envoys, researchers, co-investors, wayfarers, assassins, or otherwise, eager to help their saviors. For a century, galactic wisdom has held that behind any high-ranking Hanar hides a resourceful and fanatically devoted Drell. The omnivorous reptilian Drell possess an average lifespan of 85 galactic standard years. Having evolved on an arid planet, Drell face serious illness on the Hanar homeworld, especially Kepral's syndrome, a fatal bacterial lung disease. The Elcor are a citadel. The Geth are a human. The Hanar are... When the Asari discovered the citadel, the Krogan, driven from their... The Volus are a member species. The Citadel is an ancient... Spectres are agents from the office. When humanity won a position on the Council for its part in defending the Citadel, the Alliance chose Captain David Anderson for the position. Udina became his advisor. Anderson eventually quit over frustrations with Council politics, and the Alliance named Udina to the office.
Oh, okay, despite his unwavering Focused on human interests, Udina is usually willing to collaborate with our species, even his opponents can see that Udina gives the consideration of non-human proposals longevity to all benefits.
Earth, the home world and capital of humanity, was enjoying a new golden age before the Reapers attacked. Disease, pollution, and other social ills were on the decline, thanks to technological advances and a wealth of resources from the colonies. Earth was an inspiration even to alien cultures, resulting in influence out of proportion with humanity's brief time on the galactic stage. The Reaper attack has put an end to any semblance of this former life. The great cities of Earth are storehouses of human DNA for the Reapers to harvest. Reaper gunships, capable of megaton-scale firepower, annihilated industrial centers in seconds. The militaries of Earth's disparate nation-states have retained only partial communication with the system's alliance fleets, leaving the planet's resistance efforts uncoordinated and vulnerable. The loss of the comm buoy network has cut off Earth's economy from the rest of the galaxy, sending shockwaves across galactic markets and a significant obstacle to receiving aid. A political economic pact for collective colonial security, the Alliance is the central galactic institution of human society. The Alliance gained associate membership to the Citadel Council in 2165 and full membership in 2183, with Ambassador David Anderson representing humanity. Human political economic relationships vary between combative and lucrative. The Turians, who'd fought humans during the 2157 First Contact War, have become valuable trade partners, despite residual social hostility. Other relationships are even more complicated. The rapid rise of human political influence on the Council, achieving in decades what others waited or are still waiting. The system's alliance...
And that's that one. Known associates. Okay, that's the last thing I'll do. Ships and vehicles.
Cerberus built the originally created to Asari-made Solaris armor.
And
cyclonic barrier. After the Battle of the Citadel, human and biotics is the when subjected to an electrical current. The rare element zero, once believed to be of Prothean origin. Metagel is Omni-tools are handheld devices that combine. The Reaper called Harbinger is believed to be the oldest, a myth common to several cultures in the galaxy. Reapers were once imagined as space monsters that consumed entire stars. Archaeologists who searched for the sources of such myths found little besides the themes of all-consuming devils that are common to primitive cultures. Although accurate information about the Reapers remains scarce, the galaxy now knows that the Reapers are not a myth. They are a real and devastating threat. Sovereign was the first Reaper indoctrination is an insidious. The Citadel races have classified the known variants of Reapers into 4 types. Capital ships are Sovereign-class Reapers 2 kilometers in length. They typically target the dreadnoughts, defense installations, and industrial cities of organic civilizations. Experts believe the Reapers harvest a single species of organics during each cycle of extinction to create these massive ships. Some capital ships are capable of launching small drones equivalent to fighters. Destroyers are 160 meters long and, in astounding numbers, make up the bulk of the Reaper fleet. They engage cruisers and other smaller ships, as well as communications posts and enemy command centers. Research suggests destroyers are created from those species that are not harvested to make capital ships. Troop transports carry husks to unconquered planets and bring victims of the harvest to Reaper processing centers. They vary in length from 200 meters to 1 kilometer, but unlike capital ships and destroyers, do not appear to be self-aware. Instead, other Reapers operate troop transports remotely. Processors, also called slaughter ships, are mobile centers for mass DNA harvesting. Like troop transports, processors appear to be remotely operated by sapient Reapers. Cannibals are frontline Reaper units created from corrupted Batarians. The nickname refers to their propensity to devour the bodies of fallen comrades. This triggers a biochemical process through which the cannibals spontaneously heal themselves and grow new chitinous armor. The transformation also appears to give cannibals a greater awareness of their surroundings, leading to more strategic behavior and careful use of battlefield cover.
Oh, so it makes them smarter.
Husks are the aggressive, mindless foot soldiers of the Reaper armies. They are created by impaling either living or dead humans on mechanical spikes that rapidly extract water and trace minerals and replace them with cybernetics. These cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into horrifying killing machines. The Reapers use large groups of husks to overwhelm the enemy. The husks' inability to feel pain, as well as their tendency to attack in groups, makes them particularly deadly adversaries. Although melee combat applications for the Omni tool are almost as old as the device itself, the feature was largely unused prior to the Reaper invasion. The need to take on multiple husks in close quarters forced the Alliance to develop ways to enhance the tool's offensive capability. The most common melee design is the Omni Blade, a disposable silicon carbide weapon flash-forged by the tool's mini-fabricator. The transparent, nearly diamond-hard blade is created and suspended in a mass effect field safely away from the user's skin. Warning lights illuminate the field so the searing hot blade only burns what it is intended to: the opponent. More technically adept soldiers frequently modify their Omni tools to maximize stopping power through electrical, kinetic, or thermal energy. Some troops integrate the weapon with their kinetic barriers, transforming the Omni tool into a wrist-mounted bludgeon. Others fabricate flammable gases, held in place by a mass effect field and ignited upon impact. All prove deadly surprises for opponents who expect a disarmed Alliance warrior.
Okay. Organizations.
In recent years, the pro-human syndicate known as Cerberus has seen its influence grow galaxy-wide. The largely untraceable organization now includes private intelligence agencies, biotics laboratories, research facilities, and the lucrative corporations that provide a front for it all. Cerberus's charismatic leader, known only as the Elusive Man, drives the organization's philosophy and interests. The level of secrecy he maintains puts professional intelligence agencies to shame. As Cerberus grows, so too does public distrust of the organization. Some commentators have remarked that Cerberus is not so much pro-human as it is anti-alien. Others question the blind loyalty of its employees. The Elusive Man is a human loyalist focused on advancing the interests of his species, whatever the cost to non-humans and reportedly humans. The Citadel Council regards him as a fanatic who poses a serious threat to galactic security. The reclusive tycoon is the head of Cerberus, an organization that furthers his pro-human agenda throughout the galaxy. His views have led him into questionable alliances. Recent rumors go so far as to suggest that the Elusive Man may even have allied with the Reapers.
Well, in theory, yes, because he's indoctrinated, so... No associates.
Admiral Stephen Hackett is a decorated officer in the Systems Alliance, currently assigned to Arcturus Station on the far side of the Sol Relay. In the battle for the Citadel, Admiral Hackett commanded the 5th Fleet. Following that victory, he was promoted to head of the Alliance military. Hackett was born to a single mother in Buenos Aires in 2134. When his mother died in the pandemic of 2146, he was placed in the Advanced Training Academy for Juveniles, where his superior talents in science and leadership quickly became evident. Hackett enlisted in 2152, volunteering for high-risk missions to colonize space beyond the Sol Relay. He was commissioned as a second lieutenant on Arcturus Station in 2156, and soon proved his ability in the First Contact War. His rare ascent from enlisted man to admiral remains an Alliance legend. Admiral David Edward Anderson is a career military officer in the Systems Alliance Navy. Born in London in 2137, he later moved to Arcturus Station and became the first graduate of the Alliance's...
2137...
Stephen Hackett is a
2134.
Admiral David Edward Anderson is a career military officer in the Systems Alliance Navy.
Hackett looks older than
Born
that.
in London in 2137, he later moved to Arcturus Station and became the first graduate of the Alliance's now renowned N-7 Marine program. Anderson is one of the Alliance's most decorated Special Forces operatives and served with honor during the First Contact War. He was the original captain of the SSV Normandy before relinquishing command to his XO, Commander Shepard. After the Alliance victory in the Battle of the Citadel, Anderson briefly served as the Citadel's first human counselor. He soon became embroiled in a Cerberus plot to abduct his friend Kaylee Sanders, however, and learned that he was unable to live a life without action. He stepped down as counselor and returned to the military to prepare for the Reaper invasion. The Alliance Parliament named Donald Udina as his successor. Lieutenant Commander Ashley Williams is a career military officer with the Systems Alliance. Born in 2158 to a military family, Williams enlisted directly out of high school,
She's older than
splitting time
Shepard.
between Earth and hostile environment training on Titan. After earning numerous commendations early in her career, Williams
Oh wait, no,
became a
Shepard's
platoon
older.
guide
Wait,
on
yeah, what
Eden
am I saying?
Prime, where she was the only member of
4
her
years.
unit to survive the Geth attack. Williams then served as gunnery chief under Commander Shepard on the SSV Normandy and was promoted to lieutenant commander after the Battle of the Citadel. More recently, an Alliance tribunal called on Williams to testify about her experience with the Reapers. Dr. Liara Tassoni is an Asari information broker with a background in scientific research on Prothean technology. Born on Thessia in 2077, she is the only child of the late matriarch Benezia. Although mother and daughter became estranged in the years before Benezia was indoctrinated by the Reaper known as Sovereign. Tassoni is also a highly trained biotic who served under Commander Shepard aboard the SSV Normandy before the ship was destroyed in a collector attack. Before she became involved in galactic affairs, Dr. Tassoni spent 50 years researching the Protheans' technology and the mystery of their extinction. She now divides her time between uncovering Prothean ruins and consulting with noteworthy representatives of the various Citadel races.
She was born in the year of
Flight
Cyberpunk.
Lieutenant Jeff Joker Moreau is a respected pilot with the Alliance Navy. Born and raised on Arcturus Station, he is widely considered to be the best helmsman in the Systems Alliance. Moreau enlisted with the Navy directly out of school and quickly gained the respect of his superiors. He served as pilot of both the Normandy SR-1 and its successor, the SR-2, and was at their respective helms during the Battle of the Citadel and the assault on the Collectors. Moreau suffers from Vrolik syndrome, a rare debilitating disorder also known as brittle bone disease. Dr. Karen Chakwas is a trauma surgeon and a major in the Alliance Navy. She served on the SSV Normandy under both Captain Anderson and Commander Shepard, and was aboard the ship when it was destroyed by the Collectors. She later quit the Alliance in order to rejoin Shepard on the Cerberus-built Normandy SR-2. Along with most of the Second Normandy's crew, Dr. Chakwas was kidnapped by the Collectors and taken beyond the Omega-4 relay, where Commander Shepard eventually rescued her. After the Alliance impounded the Normandy SR-2, an inquiry found that Dr. Chakwas had no significant role in or provable knowledge of Cerberus's criminal activities. She has since rejoined the Alliance.
Alright, now, okay. No, I'm not going to read any of these unless it's something that looks different. Let's read the timeline again, actually. So Ashley was born in 2058 and Shepard was born in 2054. So Ashley's 28, right? 2186 is current date. Yeah. Cerberus Centurions. Oh. Frontline tacticians, they are meant to enact the elusive man's strategic goals, although it is clear they have a leeway to adapt and counter develops. The only useful intelligence that the Alliance has gathered on Centurions relates to their Armament. Citroen carries an M96 Maddock heavy rifle modified to launch smoke grenades, leaving enemies vulnerable to crossfire. Guardians are the equivalent of human tanks, are slowly moving soldiers who carry enormous proto-crystalline composite shields. The weight of the shield requires an armored suit equipped with hydraulic assist and dedicated power supply. Combining this with exceptional protection, suit of the environment mapping system, Guardian focus on flanking the opposition to flush them out of cover. Guardian's slow but relentless approach is intended to demoralize enemies which just draw fire but rip their way at their shield. Yeah. Cerberus forces, candidates who make these through the grueling basic training are submitted to an intrusive psychological program that renders them fearlessly disciplined and unrelenting outfitted. With custom-designed armor and rifles, these soldiers function with determined precision and practiced teamwork. The first rush in the fight, assault troopers often work in tandem with more powerful units, make their strategic use in the scenario, keeping the opponents occupied until it is too late to react to the combined Cerberus force without taking them down. Oh, yeah, we're not going to read all these. Absolutely not. The Reapers took Earth in a matter of hours. The Alliance knew the first wave would arrive from Batarian space, but knew they were unprepared for the speed and scale of the attack. The Reapers bypassed the 6th and 7th fleets at Terra Nova and Eden Prime, flying straight from the relay to relay where they could neither be tracked nor intercepted. The tactic was unexpected, since the navies of organic species would never risk coming out of FTL within the combat range and leaving enemies at their backs. Threatened surprise. At Arcturus Station, more than a dozen Reaper capital ships engaged the Alliance 2nd and 3rd and 5th fleets. This was mere screening of the main force. Dozens more capital ships continued through the Sharon Relay, where the 1st fleet had been lying in wait but was destroyed. The 4th fleet, near Earth, had a few minutes to advance warning. It stood no better chance. After destroying Earth's convoy, smaller Reaper destroyers wiped all out GPS comms, satellites in Earth's orbit, and cut the undersea fiber optic cables that link the continents. Earth's resistance now relies on outdated radio towers and a few quantum entanglement communicators whose match pairs with happen to be on other continents or outside the solar system. Comes to the source limit of the fate of the entire nation also remains unknown. The ships bombarded defense installations and industrial centers, annihilating entire cities with populations in the low millions, including Adelaide. Cities with populations the low millions, including Adelaide, Hamburg, Al Jubal, and Fort Worth. Meanwhile, Reaper destroyers descend in the atmosphere to melt roads and capture population centers with minimal loss of life. This is an example of the Reapers being merciful. More likely, they are hurting their prey to make them come harvest more easier. For every 1,000 Batarian refugees, there are a few thousand and one stories about how the Reapers invaded the Batarian systems. A few elements are common to almost every version. However, the Reapers arrived first in the Volva system, immediately destroyed its comm network. The Hegemony Department of Information Control blamed the loss of signal on space weather, but scrambled ships and systems nonetheless within a day. Reaper capital ships appeared in the Harsha system and descended on the Batarian homeworld Kashan. For the rhetoric about the Hegemony military prowess, their response to the Reapers was uncoordinated. Moments after the information I've lost it. Minister took the action early and announced the unknown ships were destroying all space traffic near Kashan. The defense minister declared there was no reason to panic. The planet's convoys were destroyed, next creating the Omnia science that persisted ever since. Fearing they were next, Batarian colonies across hegemony of space began evacuations. So many refugees poured into the human-occupied Exos cluster. Systems Alliance officials at first thought the Batarians were invading. War systems have gone dark and the convoys were destroyed, and millions were of the Batarians trapped in the planet still waiting for the Reapers. And there we go. Alright. Alright, let's have a look at my... Oh. shield regeneration. Melee damage, but I don't need melee damage. Alright. Is my quarters still in good condition? Yes, very well. Where's my space? Oh, that's right, my space hamster's downstairs. Alright, my private terminal. Oh, that's right, I can. Alright. Power damage. There we go, James. Okay. Shepard, Alliance forces are stretched thin across the galaxy. We need specific talents for a series of ops. These missions will open doors for Alliance in places we can't touch through conventional means. We deploy operatives to hold point after you complete your objectives. I need you to head to the service lab in the plant sanctum. I'll brief you when you're inbound. Shepard, this letter is a formal acknowledges your reinstatement as the Alliance Navy per Anderson's verbal communications. Under Emergency War Power Regs 903, you are hereby authorized to assume command of the Normandy SR2. You are directed to begin inter interdica- inter what? Inter interdictation operations against any and all enemies against posing a threat to Earth, colonies, and its allies. Furthermore, you are granted diplomatic authority to establish these treaties with non-human races and require support for your mission. All Alliance military personnel, this is galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Admiral Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1, enemy presence confirmed in the Sol system. Earth Hunter Reaper attack. Alliance military personnel are directed to evacuate Sol system first available opportunity. Do not attempt Earth approach. Heavy enemy resistance reported. Repeat, do not attempt Earth approach. Further instructions to follow the coded channel Crimson Tact. Earth-based Alliance personnel unable to evacuate directed comments and any necessary countermeasures. All remaining Alliance personnel outside Sol Theater are directed to muster at pre-appointed staging areas and commence offensive combat operations at first available opportunity. Absence further instruction, independent action is authorized. Okay. My dog. I was a contractor working on the Normandy's haptic interface when it was in Draydock. Your VIED emailed me to let me know I left my dog mech on board. I'm all the way on the Terra Nova now, and would hate for you to go a million clicks out of the way to drop my dog. Please just take care of her. She likes exploring, sniffing chemical trails, and has 750 volt outlets. Thank you, and sorry for the child. Promise she won't be too much of a headache. A&N contributor. Citadel, where's the Quarian fleet? The latest intelligence shows the Reapers are taking system after system at a feverish pace. Members of all races are fleeing their station colonies, in some cases their homeworlds. This is a kind of forced exodus might seem especially familiar to nomadic Quarians, who were pushed off their homeworld by the synthetic Geth centuries ago. As the galaxy pushes back against the Reapers, the Quarians are conspicuously absent. Two in an alliance spokespeople cannot provide the fleet's current location. They say they have other concerns at the moment. Whatever the Quarians are up to, they want to keep it secret from the Council after refusing refueling stuff at Ilium. The fleet left no stated destination, and there are reports of galaxy-wide call for all young adult Quarians who abandon their pilgrimages to rejoin the fleet. Greedy and short-sighted powers will always try to gain the upper hand in times of galactic crisis. We only hope whatever the Quarians are planning does not interfere with the only thing that should matter, stopping the Reapers. Welcome back gift. While we were in dry dock, Joker suggested a small welcoming gift will be appropriate on the hand. Should you reinstate as commanding officer, the ship does not have the capacity to accommodate the dancers he suggested. I chose something from the official Cis-Alliance Systems catalog. Soldiers who have had N7 designation for 5 years entitled to the commemorative reported jacket to wear on and off duties. You'll find it among the usual clothing in your cabin. I also have an upgrade from Glyph. Dear Commander Shepard, some of the data you've allowed me to research in the upgrade for you simply can be accessed during the terminal in Sony's office. At your convenience, you may choose how and when to implement it. Have a pleasant day. Cerberus as the Taxian Prime is now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretched thin across right now to attempt to liberate the colony, but we've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. In the process, we've learned that Cerberus has uncovered a Prothean artifact. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be the reason for the attack of the colony. We need you to infiltrate the colony and recover the artifact. Okay. Okay, let's go around the ship. Train up. First, we're talking to Joker. Crew, what's happened here? Why is some of these spaces being knocked out and not here? What's going on? Anyway, we got the best pilot here.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
You're surprised, are you?
They've spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus. Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake.
I'll go speak to Trainer when I come back to the galaxy map. Let's go to the shuttle bay and make our way up. Ah, there's the dog. Hello. I was told that I have to take care of you. Okay. Procurement interface. Oh yeah. Upgrades. How much do I have? 32,000. Alright. No, I'm gonna wait. Cortez.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
At ease there, soldier.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. From my experience, it
Oh,
made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth.
screw the
Especially
hammerhead.
given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded EZO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit.
Yeah,
To afford
deserved.
mobility with such a small EZO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that.
Well, it had no
After
armor.
the
It was
Reaper invasion,
fucking shit.
Those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
And his tools.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. It practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them.
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Did I ask about this one?
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
Oh, yeah.
After the Reaper invasion?
Keep
Carry
up the
on.
hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
Check out the shuttle. Alright, one sec. Right, I have returned. I like the shuttle. Two of them in here. Now, hello, James.
Hey, Shepard.
Yes, me.
How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yeah. We're gonna rescue a Turian Primarch from Paladin.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You down here for a reason?
I thought I'd say hi. We got
Just
off on
came
the
down
wrong
to
foot.
talk.
We got off on the wrong foot. I grew to like you, Loco.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
I'm game,
I
Loco.
think I can handle it.
Okay, Loco. Let's dance.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Mm-hmm.
You sound like my old CO.
Oh yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader. Nice.
What do you mean, was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Just a guess.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless.
Yeah.
You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war.
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, Loco.
I like that.
Loco, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I can think of worse things to call you.
As long as you remember who's in charge, you can call me whatever you want.
Oh, I won't forget.
See, James, you don't need all the muscles in the world to know that I can fight with you. See, you don't need to be a tool. You just need to know how to do it and where to put it, as Jack would say. Okay. Oh wait, yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Hey again. What's up?
I'll catch you
I'll
later.
talk to you later. You bet.
You bet. Hey. Hey. Alright, thanks guys. Engineering. That door is out, and that door is out. Okay, so I do need all this to unlock the door. Can I see James? No, I can't see James from here. I can see Cortez though. Cortez. Wait, up here you lift. Interesting. Up here the shuttle is lift off the ground, but if you go down, oh, the shuttle is off the ground. Wait, it wasn't up the ground. Wait a minute, it was. It was down before. What? Yeah, I was looking. What? That's interesting. All right. Huh. All right then. Oh, Gabby and Ken were here. Reactor. This is where me and Miranda did it. Yes, very good. Adams, good to have you back on the Normandy.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why did you refuse?
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
No need for an apology.
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
No, she's reaching you.
Any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
Only Joker gonna go in there.
I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers?
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Carry on, Adams.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
Well, that's where Tally used to be. Subdeck stairwell. Yes, Jack used to be down here. What's that? Wait, that's my hamster. What are you doing down here? What's this? It's Sulfred. I found Sulfred. Right. Where's the squeak? There you are. Where are you? Oi, come back here. Come back here. Oh, you dick. Wait, my cruiser ship is here. Turian cruiser. Hamster, get back here. Gotcha, you bastard. You $9,000 hamster. Okay. Also my Shadow Broker ship. It's here. My models are coming out of everywhere. I found them. I will look for them all then. Squeak. There you are. Back in the little home you call home. Running around the reactor core. Jeez, you don't want to go? You don't want to go and die, do you? Squeak. Oh look, I've got my medals there. The Shadow Broker one's there. Sovereign is on the wall. The Normandy 2. The Turian cruiser. Alright, engineering is done. Let's go to the crew deck. Oh yeah, that's right. Caden Linko. Jenkins. Addison Chase. Which one is Addison? Just changed in here. Guys, how's the crew going in here? Well, your quarters going up well? You closed the window I see here. Do I want to look out on the reactor? Okay. No one goes in life support. It's closed, and that window is closed too. Wait, Destiny Ascension. Another bottle. Here. Thane used to sit here all the time. Have his meditations. See me used to sit here. Ah, the layout has changed in this one. And I can't even get a drink anymore. Why? I used to take my Paragon and Renegade drinks all the time for good luck charms. I used to click this button and the thing would go down. Now we turned into poker, Alliance Poker. We can't even play poker. Why couldn't we play poker? That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Shepard, the men's restroom is on the other side. Crew, how we doing? Sergeant Gardner used to be here. Who's in here? Garrus used to be. Is this where the big cannon comes out? Oops. Wait. Reassign powers. Reassign. What? Reassign powers. Ah. Oh, I might do that. I might actually do that and just start again. Yeah, because I want to start from the very beginning. Actually, I'll do that now. Okay. Let's get these all to 3 and then we'll figure it out. 8-second recharge speed. Holy shit, that's a lot. Hit up to 2 additional targets within 2 meters. Force, yeah. Increase weapon damage 50 seconds after by a charge, yeah, has to be. Oops. Oh, reputation burst. No, we need that. See, this is good for. This is really important for me. So I'm gonna get that.
Commander?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old med bay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Why?
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Alright.
Guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. Good. Your implants are showing little sign of rejection. Just keep up that positive outlook of yours, Commander, and your scars shouldn't return. That's it. You're the picture of health.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard. Commander, may I help you?
I'll see you around.
Take care, Shepard.
I'll go speak to her later. Yeah, then it's Liara. What did you do with Miranda's office? Now instead of having an office, I have a whole shadow broker base on my ship. What is going on here? Well, at least you kept the bed.
Commander
Hello,
Shepard.
Black.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Meeting with the council didn't go too well, huh?
It was less than ideal.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
Whole worlds are being lost to the Reapers. What more will it take?
Who knows? Hell, maybe the council's just taking petty revenge for Shepard hanging up on them all those years ago.
Wait, Shepard did what?
I did.
Sorry, I think we're going through some dark matter. Hello? Hello?
I guess we've lost Joker. Oh, nothing else? Joker! Hello?
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans finish it?
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
It's fine.
The thought means a lot, Liara. Thanks.
You're welcome. And since I didn't mention it before, it's good to be back, Shepard.
That's it. Okay.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Notes from 2171 to 2185. The University of Ceres agreed to sponsor me at the Prothean dig on Detrotrop. Very exciting. Professor Hanel is heading the expedition herself. Maybe I can even ask her for her opinion on my thesis outline. I believe Dr. Joshwan was right and suggests the Prothean artifacts were unearthed from this third age and not the fourth. What an embarrassing mistake. At least he seemed to approve the rest of the paper. 2183. I'm going to the Theorem expedition. I never thought I'd gain permission to visit the Prothean ruins there, but the University of Ceres must have secured the funding after all. Now to pack. Part 2. Goddess, oh no. This human, Shepard, has the key to comprehending the Protheans on an instinctual subconscious level. If only I could have been there when the commander touched the beacon on Edina Prime. I'll try to learn more about this cipher on board the Normandy. The involvement of the Reapers is troubling, to say the least. I reviewed the old Shadow Broker footage of the Collectors. It's chilling to know that they're the Protheans' husks. At least nothing sentient could possibly remain after what the Reapers did to them. From Operative Farron to the Broker. I made contact with Tazik yesterday. The look on his face was priceless. He's not happy with you put me in charge of the scan and terminal systems, but he's doing a good job of keeping us alive. I've never seen so many pirates and mercs on edge. The black market's unreliable and getting harder to make contact with the suppliers. The Alliance won't be able to rely on it as its source of crucible materials for long. If things get worse, some of the other operatives think we should cut our losses now, but I think just keep asking them. What do the odds ever stop the Broker? P.S. I hope you finally got our little friend Droney to stop saying Shadow and Broker out loud the same sentence to anyone in sight. Droney! That's funny. Alright, the terminal. Ammo capacity of shields.
Please, enjoy your day.
Thank you. Aurian.
Hello again, Shepard.
So, what's new?
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
How'd you get away?
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
No, neither did I.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
What happened to Farron?
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
I'll see you later.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. Bye. And trainer.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Well, I could have bought you that toothbrush.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
Yeah,
We can
it's
put
like
in
the
a
Reapers.
requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
If you told me that a toothbrush would be saving the Normandy this morning, I would have said you're crazy.
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge.
GUI.
For me, anyway.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. Even if that freedom has its share of danger. If I recall correctly, you grew up on Mindwar.
Yeah, nowhere is really safe.
Given what happened to Earth, I don't think we can count on anywhere being safe right now.
Quite true, Commander.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying, but I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
Carry on.
Carry on, Specialist.
Commander?
Alright. Here we go! Where are we, by the way? Clusters already conquered by the Reapers can be accessed to Normandy stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivors, salvage, and valuable intel. Hades Gamma. Kite's Nest. The Normandy is equipped with the new and improved scanning pulse that can detect objects of interest. Use this to uncover war assets, artifacts, intel, and fuel as you fly around the system. Be aware, however, that each time a pulse is used, the chance of the Reapers will enter the system to investigate is increased. If the Reaper enters the system you are in, flee and wait until you have completed a mission before returning. Ah. Okay. Edmos, Plobar, Trebin, Vmol, Agiko. I know it's on Trebin.
I found something.
Standard gas giant traces methane atmosphere Trevin's terraforming successfully expanded Team 3. Yeah, so the other thing I'm going to do all of these again, just so they're in their final. Second, and by far the larger of the two gas giants, active scans by survey ships have returned tantalizing indications of a massive solid structure deep within the atmosphere, too regular in pattern to be anything natural. Some believe Plobar is a Jupiter brain. Planet-sized supercomputer adherence to this theory, and through this beam signals towards the sunken megastructures, hoping to get the machine's attention. Others believe that the ancient spacefaring race deposited their weapons by war, dumping it into the planet. The last attempts to reach the salvage Plobar's deep anomalies went tragically wrong and ended up with a crew of 12 being trapped, crushed in the gas giant's lower atmosphere. Okay, yeah, okay, it's gonna save. I want to see something. I'm going to go back to Mass Effect 1, I'm going to go to the Hades Gamma Cluster, and I'm going to see if it's the exact same descriptions. Or did they update them? Just so I know that the planets I have, I don't really want to read again. Or maybe just will read the ones that were on the thing. But I'm also interested to see if they actually updated it or not. We're back into 1 again. It will be that one, wouldn't it? Yeah. Hades Gamma. Which one was it in? This Oh, no, this isn't. Oh, which one was it? Yeah, Agiko, Edmos, Plobar, Krindwar, Treben. I think that was the same. Yeah, it's the exact same. Alright, I know. Oh, I'm not gonna read them then. Wait, no. What am I? Where? It's different. Wait, where is it? There. Okay, so I'm not gonna read them. Oh, how much you gonna bet that you auto save? Ah, it's gonna be an auto save, isn't it? Or is it the manual save? Maybe it's the manual save that does that. See, some systems, if it's the same systems that you think they are, then don't read them, because it'll be the same descriptions. But if they're different systems and different plans, I'm going to read those. Okay. I will go to the planets, but I'm not going to read them. Treben. Terrestrial world atmosphere. Environmentally relatively mild and water enabling existence. I think it might be. A survey team is on the surface monitoring the geological and meteorological efforts of the test impact. Most of the water released is still the form of the banks that formed the indication of this world since first rain. Survey team's progress has been hampered by figure and mechanical. I think some update them for the invasion, obviously. Launching probe. 10,000 credits. Oh man, I already had fuel. Fuck. Ah, fuck that. I'm gonna reload. Oh, but it's gonna auto save, isn't it? Yeah. As soon as I exit, yeah. Alright, too late.
Signal confirmed.
It is, no doubt. No doubt. What inside the place that I had to friggin' find that dude? Negotiate out of that thing for the Alliance. You're welcome, Hackett. Special Ops Team Zeta and the 103rd Marine Division is updated. And there was no fuel in the system. Zareta, Kohi, Teramis, Faringor, Zamari. Any fuel?
I found something.
Yeah, I knew it, Kohi. Terrestrial planet surfacey composed of aluminum deposits of calcium, though enough have maintained the atmosphere, is nearly vacuum-like atmosphere. The Solar Foundation established a research post on Kohi to investigate the subterranean life of Kohi. It shows incredible resistance to extremes of heat and cold. Launching probe. Credits again. There is fuel in this system. Okay, unless it's another planet, but I don't think it is. It's usually a planet and then fuel. Come on, Joker, find it! Find the fuel! I don't want to keep scanning these systems for no reason. Maybe go around the outlines, yeah. What the hell? I swear I've been everywhere. Maybe it is another planet. I've been everywhere. What the hell? I haven't heard it beep. Did I do the asteroid belt? Let's see. Maybe it is another planet. Fuck. Fuck, the Reapers are here. Shit. Fuck you, Reapers. Where is that?
Evasion successful.
Right, where is that fuel?
Reapers eluded. Faster than light jump successful.
What the hell? I do like trolling him though. It's funny. What the fuck?
Evasion successful.
Try over here. Oh my god, really?
Reapers eluded.
Got it. Ah! Get out of this system.
Faster than light jump successful.
Let's just get one cluster done. Nepnu. I think it is that one too, actually, as well. Tunshagon. Juan Tuma. The Alliance Defense Data Network notes that the cell ships have been spotted cruising near Juan Tuma with transponders turned off while an Alliance patrol attempted to pursue one of the unidentified vessels. It was trails lost and obscured a slight trace along the Ansishar shipping lane. Huh, maybe it's...
Signal confirmed.
Ah, gotcha! If they leave something behind, it was also there. Alliance frigate Agincourt. The fuel. It's done. See, I'm getting better at this. Hades Gamma Cluster. This is the Hades Gamma Cluster. Cleanse Soul, Gremar, Nerim, Jatar. I think it's Jatar, that's the one I explored. Raisha. Nope. Fuck.
I found something.
Oh, fuck. Ha! Cleanse Soul. The Nemesis had only an average wealth valuable but hardly revealed the Batarian crew had deliberately falsified their surveys, hoping it would encourage rivals to invest in Colin Boondoggle. While the unethical was not technically legal, the Batarian government stopped the personal actions of a few misguided patrons, but still led with abandoned mines and bases of use. And more credits. Alright. Okay. Go! Yeah! Fuck you,
Evasion
Reapers.
successful.
Okay. So we're gonna go to Palaven. Alright, yes, and the Spacein. Alright, let's go take a look at what
Commander.
I've got. .680. Okay, so the 103rd Marine Division, nicknamed the Breach Burners, Team Zeta, are combat engineers who specialize in destroying enemy fortifications in hostile territory. Tipnik Group and the men and women are respected and knowledge renowned for their tendency and infamous for their enthusiasm. The SSV Agincourt was many Alliance ships that saved the colony world Elysium from pirates and slaves during the Scalene Blitz in 2167. The state of the vessel, the crew, its captain refused promotion after the Blitz. The fleet lost a third of its vessels during the Council Battle of Zidala. And that's it? Yes, 680. Alright.
Commander.
So for tomorrow, we're doing Palaven. Yeah, so this is a new system we haven't explored the first two games, right? Apian Crest. Aventine is its name for the tactician philosopher whose treatise of leadership is known to every Turian youth who pays attention in class. A small rock planet surrounded by a haze of methane and helium, it was thoroughly mined for valuable minerals in the early days of the Turian space age, and since then has had little to offer. Target spies and Cellites defense drones proved no match for the small Reaper presence. Best force just has been eliminated. I don't think there's anything in the system. Codex. Named for a nation philosopher and author, but where Aventine wrote the military leaders of tomorrow, Codex focus on those who feed, clothe, heal, and arm soldier. Norman's tome, lengthy chapter in laws, formed the basis of the Turian concept. Citizenship tiers. Is lower in temperature than Aventine, and minerals were thus exploited. Defenses on Codex are not completely destroyed. Unusual it may be that remnants of the scattered Turian fleet regrouped using the planet for cover and eliminated the Sunlight hunting Reaper destroyers before the mission was complete. More likely, the destroyers found a way to compromise the defenses through wireless hacking, and unnamed drones now obey them. Essenus is a gas giant. For the Turian garrison, defend the planet's fuel infrastructure. Distribute a center of the anti-proton-based fuel as well as the most common helium collectors. Garrison is now gone. The Reapers drove the Turians off and destroyed all available machinery. Reapers appear to have moved on. A few Volus ships are now visible, likely to send to scavenge the wreckage. Detrix. Planet extremely thin in atmosphere, exploited for an unreal deposits. A Palison's strategic reserve during the Krogan rebellions. Its facilities have been maintained to this day. They indicate the Reapers did not destroy the surface facilities. It is possible they did not see them as a threat or plan to use them as their own purposes. A few Reaper destroyers service the skeleton crew here backed by the capital ship of Turian's concerns. I'll read Paladins before I forget. The only thing on this planet that isn't silver are the Turians. It's all too clear they're made of steel. These were the Alliance hero John Grissom's impressions of the Turian homeworld Palaven, seen by humans for the first time following the First Contact War. The Turians' martial attitude permeates every aspect of the planet's society, architecture to our politics. No surprise that the homeworld was never occupied by an invading force until now. Reapers are aware of enemies' reputation brought overwhelming force to Palaven and did not hesitate to bombard cities that resisted, and all of them resisted the dust and smoke from pulverized cities, now breathing hazard across the planet. Water and supplies have been banished and still fired to the cost of the Reapers. Palaven's weak magnetic field means solar radiation levels are greater than those found on habitable worlds. Human visitors are advised to wear envirosuits and radiation protection. 6 billion. Alright, well, that's where I'm going to leave it there for today. Stuff done. Tomorrow gets the upgrades and we'll go to Palaven. See you then.